Good evening. This is the class for both sections. Due to some health reasons, I did not take the class yesterday. Today also with some health reasons. Now I will start the class. Okay, all of you, very careful. Take the attendance. CSE A separate, CSE B separate. Yes. Okay, take the attendance separately. Okay. Next one. In the last class, I said that how do you read the matrix and how do you write the matrix. In this class, suppose how to find out the trace of the matrix. Okay, how to find out the trace of the matrix. I think that's very simple logic. Already you know what is the concept for finding the trace of the matrix. Okay, I think, okay, how can you find out the trace of the matrix? It means whenever the value of if I is equal to j, I is equal to j, simply you have to get the trace value. That means you have to add the trace is equal to trace plus is equal to a of ij. Okay, what is the trace? Sum of the diagonal is equal to trace. Okay, sum of the diagonal is equal to trace. Simple. Okay, now how do you write means? Simply you can declare one more variable here, that is trace. Trace of the matrix. This is the trace. Now, okay, we'll take it as here if I is equal to j, unit of this. If I is equal to j, that means the row is equal to column. The row portion is equal to column. That is called as, okay, that is called as diagonal element. Simply we'll write it trace plus is equal to a of ij. Trace plus is equal to a of ij. After finding the trace, okay, you have to display the trace value. Okay, you have to display the trace value. Okay, after for loop, inner for loop, outer for loop, you have to display the trace value. Okay, system dot out dot println trace. Okay, system dot out dot println trace of the matrix. Which matrix having the trace? Only the diagonal matrix. Oh, sorry, only the square matrix. For this, if you want to find out the trace of the matrix, okay, first of all, you have to check it if row, the size of the matrix is very important here. If the size of the matrix 2 by 3, if it is not a square matrix, you cannot find out, you cannot, no need to read the matrix also. Okay, no need to read the matrix. This is called as a test case. Constraints, you have to check it. First of all, you have to write the program. What are the constraints have satisfied? What is the first constraint? That means we will check it if R is equal to C only. Okay, if R is equal to C only, R is not equal to C, R is not equal to C, wrong input written. Otherwise, you can create the matrix. Okay, you can read the matrix and instantiation, read the matrix and also find out the trace of the matrix. Okay, find out the trace of the matrix. Okay, now this is the constraint to find out whether it is, what is the meaning of the statement? Whether it is a square matrix. How do you check it if it is square matrix or not? Square matrix or not? Okay, if rows is equality, if rows is the entered matrix row value is not equal to column means that not a square matrix. 3 by 3 is a square matrix, but 3 by 2 is not a square matrix. If your input is that is a square matrix, then only you have to read the matrix. Otherwise, no need to execute your program, just you will return from your program, terminate from your program. You can now check it. Okay, now I will execute this program. Equality program syntax. This is sorry. There one brace has missing. Okay. We have to take trace is equal to 0. The trace is equal to 0. Next, okay, suppose I will give 2 by 3 matrix. That's the wrong input. 2 rows and 3 columns, that is the wrong input. Yes or no? 2 by 3 is a square matrix. It's a square matrix. 2 by 3 is a square matrix.
No, sir.
That means you have to find out the trace of a program. Trace of a matrix means that should be square matrix. Okay, that should be square matrix. Okay, that means this is the one test case. What is the we need? What is the main aim of this program? What is the name of this program? Finding the trace of a given matrix. Finding the trace of a given matrix. Okay, finding the trace of a given matrix. This is the given matrix. Okay, fine. I will copy and paste it. This is the input. Next, run once again. For finding the trace. Suppose 3 by 3 matrix. Matrix is 1, 1, 1. What's the trace? 3. 1 plus 1 plus 1. Okay, 1 plus 1 plus 1. Okay, understand? How do you check the constraint? Logic is very simple. Once you can find out if the row value is equal to column value, you can add the trace value. Remaining positions values you no need to consider. We no need to consider. Only 0, 0, 1, 1 and 2, 2 positions you consider. You can add the numbers, that is cumulative. Initially trace is equal to 0, trace plus is equal to f by j. Okay, trace plus is equal to a of ij. Okay, fine. Up to this, okay. But suppose, first of all, if you want to find out the trace of the given matrix, first, what is the concept? Okay, first you check it. What kind of matrix your input? Your input matrix, what kind of matrix? For all matrices, we cannot find out the trace. Okay, for all matrix, we cannot find out the trace. For which kind of matrix you can find out the trace? Only for square matrix. Okay, only for square matrix. Next one, okay, come to addition of a matrix. Okay, mat addition. Okay, actually, this is the addition of a matrix program. This is a matrix read and write program. Okay, actually, this is the matrix read and write. Now, I will change this program. Then I will take one more. This is the mat add. Now I will type nucleus. Add with the main class, with the main method. So first of all, once again, you have to check it here. How can I write the program here? All of you follow. What is the process? In what way here I am following? In the same way you have to follow. First of all, you need the import java util dot star. Okay, Java dot util dot star. Okay, next one. Okay, in this class, in this main method, you have to declare the matrix. How do you declare the matrix? Okay, how do you declare the matrix? How many matrices are required? How many matrices are required for my matrix addition? 3 matrices are required. 2 are input, 1 is the output matrix. Okay, minimum 1 matrix, 2 matrices are required. Suppose we will take the values. Okay, with the say 2 matrices also. A and B means we will write it A is equal to A plus B also. Okay, A is equal to A plus B also we will write it. That's not a problem. But here I will take the 3 matrices. Okay, here I will take the 3 matrices. First matrix is int A is the, these are the requirements for matrix addition. Okay, int, this is the second matrix. This is the second matrix. Next one, this is the third matrix. Okay, this is the third matrix. Okay, here you need 2 matrices. Total 2 matrices means, okay, 2 matrices means, first of all, what is the size of the first matrix? First you can enter the size of that, means you will take the 2 matrices size int R1 comma R2 comma C1 comma C2. R1 C1 is a, okay, R1 C1 is a first matrix size, R2 C2 is the second matrix size. Okay, now first you will read the matrix sizes. Okay, system dot, one more, you need one more. What is the one more? Scanner class. Scanner S is equal to, for reading, new scanner of system dot in. Okay, new scanner of system dot in. Okay, now read the first matrix. First matrix size. System dot out dot println. Enter the first matrix size. Enter the first matrix size. Next, what is the first matrix size? R1 is equal to, R1 is equal to, next int, next C1 is equal to, sorry, S dot next int. C1 is equal to S dot next int. Okay, C1 is equal to S dot next int. Okay, same, read the second matrix size. Same code, no need to type, only small modifications. This is the second matrix, here we will give, this is the second matrix, this is R2, this is C2. R2 and C2. Okay, next one. Okay, whenever you can read the sizes of the matrices, okay, sizes of the matrices, then you will check it. What is the constraint for matrix addition? All the matrices are added, 2 by 2 and 3 by 3. Is it possible to add the matrices? What is the constraint for matrix addition?
No.
Huh?
The two matrices sizes are equal, sir.
The size of the 2 matrices are equal. The size of the 2 matrices are equal. How do you write that condition? If the first matrix row is equality, second matrix row, and the first matrix columns is equality, second matrix column. Okay, second matrix column. First we will check it not equal to condition. R1 is not equal to R2 and C1 is not equal to C2. Okay, if R1 is not equal to R2, and that means what kind of inputs are here entered? These two are not similar matrices, similar size matrices. Okay, simply we'll write it. Matrix addition is not possible. Matrix addition is not possible. If matrix addition is not possible, what is the need to stay here, stay there? No need to stay, just return. Okay, just return. Okay, next you can read the matrices. Okay, read the system dot out dot println enter matrix A. Enter matrix A. Okay, then how can you read the matrix? You need two for loops. For int I is equal to 0, I is less than R1. Both are equal means you will write it as either R1 or R2. That's not a problem. Okay, next I plus plus. As per this, these are the sizes of this first matrix means we have to follow the sizes of the first matrix. R1 C1 is the first matrix size. Int J is equal to 0, J is less than C1, J plus plus. Okay, here you will write it. Which matrix? A of ij is equal to S dot is equal to S dot next int. Okay, reading of first matrix is over. Reading of first matrix is over. Next one, reading the second matrix is also same. Okay, matrix A. Just to copy this, enter the matrix B. Here, what are the sizes? R2. You write it, no problem. That's not a problem. Both are equal. Already I checked the constraints. This is B. Okay, this is B of ij over. Matrices reading is over. Next, you have to do the addition. Okay, reading is over. Next, we will go to display. That means finding the matrix addition. Okay, what's the logic for matrix addition? C of ij. First of all, always I done a mistake here. First, you have to allocate the size for matrix 1 and matrix 2. Okay, size for matrix 1 and matrix 2. Okay, A is equal to new int of, this is a two-dimensional array with R1, C1 is the first matrix. B is equal to new int of, okay, new int of R2 and C2. Okay, R2 and C2. What is the resultant matrix size? First matrix size is R1, C1. Second matrix size is R2, C2. What is the resultant matrix size? Which is the resultant here? C is the resultant. What is the resultant matrix size? That means same size. New int of, that is also either you have to use either R1 or no problem, R1 C1 or R2 C2. You finished. Three matrices are reading over. That means instantiation of the memory has allocated for three matrices. Okay, two matrices are also read the two matrices. The resultant matrix is the C. Now we'll write it int I is equal to 0. I is less than R1 I plus plus for int j is equal to 0, j is less than C1, either R1, C1 or C2, R1 or R2, no problem. Both are having the same sizes. Okay, here we write it. The corresponding values of ij, the resultant matrix, corresponding values of resultant matrix is equal to corresponding positions of the input matrices, ij and ij. Addition is over. Okay, C of ij is equal to A of ij plus B of ij. Okay, A of ij plus B of ij. That means the corresponding C of 0. How can you add the matrices? Look here, I will type here. Suppose the first matrix 1 1. This is the first matrix. Next coming to this is the second matrix. Okay, we'll take out the first 0 0 position of the first matrix has added with 0 0 position of the second matrix. 0 1 position of the first matrix is added with get 0 1 position of the second matrix like this. That means the positions are given by these two for loops. Okay, this is automatically the value has added. The values have been added. That's not a problem. Okay, that is A of C of 0 0 is equal to A of 0 0 plus B of 0 0. C of 0 1 is equal to A of 0 1 plus B of 0 1. Next, C of 1 0 is equal to A of ij plus B of ij. So that means B of A of 1 0 plus B of 1 0. Next one, C of 1 1 is equal to A of 1 1 plus B of 1 1. If it is a 2 by 2 matrix, both matrices are 2 by 2. Okay, then the resultant matrix you have to display. Okay, how do you display the resultant matrix? System dot out dot println formatting resultant matrix. The resultant matrix. How do you display the matrix? You need one more two for loops, either R1 C1 or R2 C2. No problem. Okay, here instead of this, you will write it system dot out dot println system dot out dot println system dot out dot println. Okay, here we have to display where is the resultant C of ij plus. That is, you will give some space. Okay, we will go to next line. No need to write println here, just print. The next, we'll go to once row has finished, system dot out dot system dot out dot println. Go to next line. Okay, go to next line. You understand? Okay, now run this program. This is the matrix display of the matrix. This is the logic of the addition of two matrices. This is the reading of the first matrix. This is the reading of the second matrix. If the sizes are not equal, no need to read the matrices. If the sizes are not equal, no need to read the matrices. Now I'll run this program. No red lines. Have one more red line here. Copy it all. First one, I done a mistake in the first one. Suppose I will give 2 by 2 is the first matrix, 3 by 3 is the second matrix. Is it possible to do the addition? No. Okay, matrix addition is not possible. Okay, matrix addition is not possible. This is the first test case. Once you write, the good habit of the programmer is once you write the program, all the statements are not executed with one kind of input. Only with one input, all the statements are not executed. You have to know, the programmer should have the knowledge about what kind of input, what kind of statements are executed. What kind of statements are, because of while writing the program, all you have to keep in mind and then write the program. Okay, here this is the addition of two matrices. Then I'll copy it and paste in. So now this is the output. One type of input. This is the test case 1. Test case 1. Okay, these are the inputs and outputs. Next, run the program with the matrix addition. Okay, 3 by 3 is the first matrix size. Second matrix size is also 3 by 3. First matrix is 1, 1, 1. Second matrix is 1, 1, 1. This is the first matrix. Okay, this is the second matrix. Some of the persons will give very big values. Huh? What is the need? For small values, what is the output? The same output will be generated for higher values also. Give the simple values. Don't give the bigger values. Once again, you have to find out that is what is the matrix addition and matrix multiplication. Not in addition, multiplication. In multiplication, okay, don't give the big values. Test case 2. Okay, this is the addition of the program. Addition of the two matrices. Okay, subtraction of the matrices. Just instead of this plus, you write the minus. This is the subtraction of same logic for. Okay, addition and subtraction having the same type of constraints, and addition and subtraction having the same kind of constraints, and also logic is also same. Okay, logic is also same. This is subtraction of two matrices. Okay, subtraction of two matrices. Okay, fine. Okay, only the difference is minus. The entire program is as it is. The entire program is as it is, no change of program. The same program with minus has to be executed for subtraction. Okay, one more. Up to now, I did not explain that concept. In Java, please keep in mind. All of you keep in mind, very, very important point this one. Up to now, I did not discuss this. In Java, suppose what is the file name of your Java means, Okay, look here. This is the, what is the class name here? Add.mat.java. What is the file name here? Add.mat.java. What is the class name here? Add.mat.java. Whenever you will give the class name, suppose I will explain. New, I will take the new class. Here this is the not a name of the file. Here name is class name. Here the name is class name. Suppose here I will give submat. Here I will give the submat. Okay, what's the name of the class? Submat. Okay, now that submat having the public static void main. Here submat is not a file name. Here I given that is a class name. Once I can finish here, the class name has taken as file name. Okay, what kind of class it is? Public class. Suppose if you have a public class in your program, what is the file name of your program is what is the public class name? Gangotri.
Yes, sir.
Gangotri, understand? I
Yes,
think yesterday
yes,
or
sir.
day before yesterday you asked me this question. It's not executed in our system. Okay, here I given the class name, but the file has generated with the same class name. Because of here the submat is the, what kind of class it is? Public class. Okay, whenever object-oriented concepts I will discuss, I will start the same program, one program having the more than one class. Up to now, all the programs are having a single class. Whenever I will start the object-oriented concepts, complete object-oriented with objects, user-defined objects. Okay, I need to write the more number of classes in a simple program .java file. Here having the single, but you have more than one class in a file means which class is name is the suitable for file name means which class name is suitable for file name, which class name is a public class, which class is the public class that is suitable for file name. Okay, that is suitable for file name. Okay, understand? Means here what is the concept? This is the add mat. Okay, this is the submat. These all are the class names also. Suppose here admat.java. What is the class name? Admin. Okay, mat add. Okay, this is the another class. This class name is mat add means this is also class name is also mat add. That's a public class. Okay, which is the public class means which class having the main method, which class, suppose you have 100 classes in a single file you have the 100 classes, which class name is the which class name is the file name is which class is the public class, only one public class. Suppose we have the 100 classes in a file means how many public classes? Only one public class, only one public class. From that public class you have to create the objects for remaining 99 classes, where you have to create the objects in the main method. That means which public class having the main method. Which class is the public class means which class having the main method, that is a public class. Because of your program will starts the execution from main method. Okay, because of if it is not a public class, if main method is where is the main method in a class, that class is not a public class, you cannot access, you cannot execute the main method. The class has executed publicly. Okay, the class has accessed publicly. If it is private class, there is no private class concept in Java. Okay, you have only two types of classes. There is no access reserved class and public class. Okay, up to now, you have to keep in mind what is the public class means. Public class is the main method, which class having the main method, that class is suitable for public class. The file name is also same class name. The file name is also same class name. Up to now, whatever the programs I explained here, all the class names are the file names. Because of all our public classes, all classes having the main method. But this is not a correct implementation. Whenever I will go for object oriented concepts, definitely I will not follow like this. Every class having the main method I will not follow. we have one more kind of programming. Okay, I will tell you. For package, only one public class. Remaining all are remaining classes. For package, here which is the package? Sanjana is the package. Sriram is the package. For package, I need to write only one public class. That class having the main method. Remaining no class in the package or no class are in the package public. Remaining all are no access special class. I will tell you later. Okay, I don't want to disturb here. I will tell you later. Okay, now this is a subtraction. Okay, now I think the last one is this is a submat is also over. Next we will go to submat means I will copy here. Add mat. Okay, one more program for the add mat. This is plus. Just to copy, save as. Okay, just use save as. That is, you will take it as save as Sanjana and class name is Malman. This is the multiplication of man. Okay, check here. This is the Malmat. Here I opened the file. This is the Malmat. Okay, what's the class name here? What's the file name here? Malmat. But here, what's the class name? Admat. Admat has shown by red line. The public class is the Admat here, but the file name is Malmat. Here I have to change it. This is Malmat. Whenever I write Malmat here, error has removed. Understand all of you? What I done here? Actually, I save as this program. In which package? Sanjana package. Actually, the program name is AdMat. The AdMat has save as. Save as means create the duplicate. Okay, create the duplicate. Here I will what is the file class? That is save as means what's the class name here? AdMat. Okay, this is the AdMat. You will get the red line. Error. Because of this is the public class. Okay, this is the class in which file name malmat.java. What is the file name here? Malmat. But what is the class name here? Public class here? Admat. That is a collision. This is the problem. You done. Gangotri, you done. This is the problem.
Okay,
Now,
sir.
what is the suitable file name here? What is the class name? What is the class name? That is suitable for file name. But here, this is the file name is malmat. Here, I want to change the class name. This is the malmat. Okay, now error has removed. Okay, here what is the class name? This is a public class malmat. Okay, what is the file name here? Malmat.java. Okay, malmat.java. Okay, fine. Okay, here the constraints are different for matrix multiplication. What are the constraints for matrix multiplication? The first matrix, how many number of columns in the first matrix is equivalent to how many number of rows in the second matrix? Number of times I explained. I don't want to explain once again here. Number of times I explained. Okay, here the first matrix size is R1, C1, second matrix size is R2, C2. Suppose here you have to check it. This is the first matrix size entered. What is the constraint here? If R1, C1 is not equal to R2. Okay, if C1 is not equal to R2, matrix multiplication is not possible. Matrix multiplication is not possible. System.out.println matrix multiplication is not possible. The first matrix columns. Okay, what is the first matrix column here? C1. How many number of columns in the second matrix, rows in the second matrix? C1 is not equal to R2. You cannot do the matrix multiplication. Okay, you cannot do the matrix multiplication. Okay, fine. Then if both are equal, suppose 3 by 3 and 3 by 2. First matrix columns is equal to 3. Second matrix columns are also 3. Okay. Now, first matrix size R1 C1. Second matrix size R2 C2. What is the size of the third matrix? R1 C1, 3 by 2, 3 by 3 and 3 by 2. Suppose the first matrix size is 3 by 3. First matrix size is 3 by 3. Second matrix size is 3 by 2. Okay, 3 by 2. After multiplying these two, these two sizes of the matrices, what is the resultant matrix size? What is the resultant matrix size? Here, this is the first matrix multiplication will be done. No problem. Here, the first matrix columns is equal to 3, second matrix rows is equal to 3. These three. Okay, 3 and 3 are equal. What is the resultant matrix size? I am asking resultant matrix size. Huh?
3 by 2.
3 by 2. Answer is 3 by 2. Which is the resultant matrix here? 3 by 2 means this is the R1, this is the C1. Okay, this is the R2, this is the C2. What is the resultant matrix size? R1, C2.
And C2.
R1, C2. Just you have to assign the memory for resultant matrix with the help of R1, C2. Okay, with the help of R1, C2. This is the new thing in, this is the modification in the matrix multiplication. Okay, next matrix reading is same R1 C1 and here R2 C2. Now the matrix multiplication means you need one more variable for kth variable. That is, you need one more loop. Okay, you need one more loop. That is, for k is equal to 0, k is less than. Okay, k is less than. What is the resultant matrix size? This is the resultant matrix. What is the resultant matrix size here? R1, C2. How many number of rows in the resultant matrix? R1, but this is not a C1, this is C2. Okay, this is not a C1, this is not a C2. Suppose in 3 by 3 and 3 by 2, okay, rows, number of columns is equal to number of rows equivalent means how many number of multiplications will be done? How many number of multiple in 3 by 3 and 3 by 2 matrices for single value, for single resultant value, how many multiplications are done? Any multiplications are 3 by 3 and 3 by 3 for single value of resultant. A of 0 0 into B of 0 0 plus A of 0 1 into B of 1 0. A of 0 2 into B of 2 0. How many multiplications? 3 multiplication for single value. Single value of the resultant matrix. That means here this is the either C1 or R2. How many number of multiplications? The kth loop is, what's the meaning of kth loop means? How many number of multiplications? Okay, how many number of multiplications? Then you can start with, okay, no need of this one. Okay, how can you write it? That is C of ij cumulative value. C of ij plus is equal to C of ij plus equal to A of ik into B of kj. Alright, sir. What's the logic? C of ik. C of ij plus is equal to A of ik star B of kj. Okay, this is integer. Here the inner for loop has, the innermost kth loop has executed one time, that is terminated means you will get the one value. Okay, you will get the one value in the resultant matrix. How many in 3 by 3 and 3 by 2, how many number of rows and how many number of columns? R1 number of rows, C2 number of columns in the resultant. Okay, which are equal here? R2 and C1 are equal. R1 and C2 means number of multiplications are required for single value. For a single value, how many number of multiplications are required? in a resultant matrix. Okay, that is either number of columns in the first matrix and either number of rows in the second matrix. Get it, all of you? Understand? Here, for int I is equal to 0, I is less than R1. For int j is equal to 0, j is less than C2. This is the resultant matrix size. R1, C1 and R2, C2 means C1 is equal to R2 means what is the resultant matrix size? R1, C2. Okay, what are the remaining? R2, C1. What are the remaining? R2, C1. R2, C1 means these two are either R2 or C1 means how many number of multiplications are required. That is applied for innermost for loop. Innermost for loop, one time that has completed means you will get the one value.